Yesterday I mentioned an article about anxiety and I linked it in the doobly-doo. I'll do that again today. And other than Gladys being true to her name, nothing else has come up. I'm going to read all 11 bullets and then address whether or not they apply to me. At least that's the plan for now. We'll see how much of that survives the editing process. So, number 1, decline invites although you may want to go. While I do have the lacking the energy to go out part of the equation, I don't reject the few things that I'm looking forward to and opportunities that I have to leave the house that aren't for doctors. Number 2, obsess over trivial things other people may not even notice. Yeah, I do that one. Number 3, I agree with in spirit but not in wording, because it's go to bed late, wake up early in the morning. But the sentiment of my brain is an asshole and keeps me from falling asleep and then keeps me from getting back to sleep, I definitely agree with. Number 4, in every situation, the worst scenario is your biggest thought. No. I can think about the plethora of ways things can go wrong. And if it's something new, if it's a new situation, I am more likely to think more about all the ways it can go wrong. If it's a more routine or mundane sort of thing, my brain doesn't bother catastrophizing it, because really, I've had worse. 5 is one of the biggest ones on the list for me. It's you rewind conversations in your head over and over again. And that is a big part of my brain is being an asshole and looping back through things that are so old that there's no point, or they weren't significant when they first happened, so why the fuck are you dwelling on that one? And since I get very meta, then I start overthinking about why I'm overthinking a thing that didn't fucking matter in the first place. Yeah. The thought spirals ones, yeah. Especially with the combination of I'm going to get meta about it, only makes them worse. 6, when someone shows concern about you, you become even more worried about the same thing. No. 7, you believe that you are to blame if someone doesn't reply right away. Usually no. 8, you are experiencing a breakdown when the future comes as a topic. They say that the future is making you feel intimidated and frustrated. The way they're framing this is an absolute no for me, but I do have trouble with planning for the future, but that's more because of practical reasons. 9, you always compare your success to others who are your age. No. 10, you obsess too much over every mistake you make by beating yourself up over it. Yes, but not necessarily in the way they're framing it, because, they're talking about mistakes at work. The mistakes for me tend to end up relating more to conversational fails, which was 5, so 10 and 5 usually gang up on me in the rehashing and rehashing conversations that didn't go perfectly. Even if they didn't go badly, just that could have been better is enough. And 11, sometimes you feel too mentally and physically exhausted to get out of bed. That's not entirely anxiety in my case. So that's the 11 points in the article. And I'm finding them really helpful in both structuring how I think about my own anxiety, and it's also helping with the framing of talking points to bring to upcoming mental health visits. So my head cold and I will talk to you tomorrow.